Hey everybody, it's time for another bummer opening instead of a cold opening. This one affects me personally. Ha! I'm ecstatic. No, to be honest, I'm in a safe position, all things considered, thankfully. So, as of recording yesterday, the Trump administration has reversed certain transgender health protections. So it's not just like about hormones or anything. It's just like straight up denial of health care in any capacity. So a lot of trans people are really hurting right now. Emotionally, I am. Thankfully, I live in a country with socialized medicine. Ha! What a wonder. Yeah. In 2020? Yeah. Damn. But a lot of my trans brothers, sisters, and siblings are not doing so well right now. So, other than informing you, I am on my knees begging thee, oh listener ours, if you could, please donate at least to a local fund to us. If you could, I would appreciate donating to our local fund. FemPowerMIA. You can find them at fempowermia.org. They are a very good intersectional organization that helps out primarily like black queer people who are going to need a lot of help in these times, all things considered. So if you know someone in your community that is trans, I also suggest, or in lieu of donating to my local fund, donate to your local fund, because a lot of people are going to need help in these times. And I know it's a bummer, but people listen to us, so I would rather use our voice for something. It's only 3 minutes of the time out of the podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for listening.
Yeah.
The jokes start now. John, give me a joke.
Fuck.
Bitch. You hear about airline food? What's the deal?
So what's the deal? What's the deal with celestial dragons? They got spacesuits on. Where the hell are they going?
You have conjured up the worst, like, possible auditory experience of, like, I don't think Jerry Seinfeld knows what the fuck a One Piece is.
But now he canonically exists within the One Piece world.
You've created him there.
And his comedy routine includes poking fun at the celestial dragons.
It's funny because
he has a bounty.
Right, yeah. He first did his routine at Saburi Island and then got like kicked the fuck out. So now he's not even like a particular, like, he's not even a pirate. He's just some guy who's like in the new world walking around.
He's going island to island, giving his fucking comedy special.
Quote unquote observational humor. He'll just like look at something. It'll be the humor no me model observation. He'll just look at something that's like, what's the deal with berries?
What's the deal with berries? Am I supposed to spend them or eat them?
His grand old rival is the user of the humor no me model prop. Carrot Top.
Yeah, oh my god. And okay, Carrot Top already looks like a nightmare creature. So I can only imagine his like One Piece form where he's fucking like just disgustingly misshaved.
So actually, okay, this might be a bit of a hot take. I don't give a shit. But okay, so Carrot Top is like no longer relevant, and like if you go up to a Zoomer, like and say like, "Oh, kid, what the fuck do you think you are, Carrot Top?" They're gonna look at you and be like, "What?" So I think the most recent possible person who barely qualifies as a prop comedian that's still relevant today, I think would be Jeff Dunham. The guy who does
the racist puppet guy.
Yeah, the Ahmed, the suicide bomber skeleton.
Yeah. Just saying the name out loud, like, even if you don't think he's like, oh, dude, come on, he's not being racist. What's the name of his puppet? Ahmed, the suicide bomber. Fuck.
Yeah, but it's funny because he doesn't realize he's dead. Oh. Well, okay. Man.
But, oh, dude. Fucking, dude, Carrot Top, man. It's crazy. Like, because you're right, people. Like, the Zoomers wouldn't know who Carrot Top is. And
what's the last thing he's done?
Part of me is like, thank God. Because you Google Carrot Top. And I mean, you know, Googling Carrot Top in and of itself is already like...
He looks like Onision, the YouTuber.
I'm kind of switching sides, and I'm like begging people to Google him because I feel like he needs it. Like, I feel like he needs help.
I mean, he's 55 years old and from Florida. He needs exposure.
Yeah, but also, like, you Google him and you're immediately like, fuck, dude. It's like, you know, what was it? It's in Fullmetal Alchemist when they see the Door of Truth, and they describe it as like, it's this like wild thing, and like their mind is getting like flooded with like everything, but they can't. It's like horrifying to see.
Right, it's Eldritch,
but they can't look away.
Yeah,
that's what Googling Carrot Top and then hitting images is like.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm looking at his I almost said filmography. His last appearance was in 2016 in Sharknado, the fourth movie.
Oh my god. And I'm looking at the images here, and I'm seeing a clear distinction within the pictures of pre and post time skip Carrot Top. Because there's like skinny and buff Carrot Top.
Oh my god, you're so hey, I'm stopping this bit. You need to shut the fuck up.
This episode
we were joking. We were joking, and then you came up here and you said, "Hey, want to see something terrible?" And so we're talking about chapter 982, Scoundrel meets Scoundrel, and I cannot stop thinking about Carrot Top.
Let me alleviate some of the Carrot
Free
Top of
me.
the mind. We're seeing Gang Beige's Volume 28. Gang Beige's Oh My Family Volume 28. Run Away from the Navy. I fucking love this. So like, Gotti is fucking carrying Lola, and Chiffon is carrying. I fucking love. Chiffon is carrying fucking Beige and Little Pez, and it's just fucking this one right here, this chapter cover is fucking perfect,
dude. If you like zoom into Beige's face, like he has like eyelashes and like little like rosy cheeks, and he's like, oh,
he's like blushing. It's so good. And like,
dude,
you could kind of see tiny Vito in the back right behind Beige, like as the explosion's happening. Like,
yeah, all you see is like sunglasses and a squiggly line that's supposed to be a tongue.
Yeah. But this is good. I love it because like Gotti is carrying Lola, and you can see Lola blushing, and then you immediately look to the right and you see the same image just reversed, and like, oh my god, dude, why is Capone like one of the best characters in One Piece?
He's gone through, like, when we first saw him, we were like, oh shit, he's a hard ass. And then during Whole Cake Island, we were like, oh shit, he's a hard ass. But also, he's a family man.
Yeah,
and he's a
also
good
a
dad.
badass. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, well, like he joins. He's doing like dumbass shit that's funny as hell, and it's quirky, and it's like, well, welcome to being one of the boys. You're in.
Yeah. It's good. It's a good feeling to have Beige on our side. Good guy Beige.
Good guy Beige. Yeah, we get right into the chapter. Fucking, we're right in on Onigashima and on Kaido and Orochi's, like, feast or whatever. But
Yeah,
they're like
penthouse kind of thing.
Yeah, and their fucking penthouse suite. They're having a party. But the first thing we see is, hey, Black Maria, what happened to your mission? Oh, that's, what's the harm, Supreme Commander? They can handle the search just fine without me. Remember, the Tobiropo were all sent on a mission by Kaido himself to search for his son Yamato. And it, like, Black Maria is, like, getting all rubby-dubby with Kaido. She's like, I'd rather be here. And Kaido's like, hey, I don't know. All right. Like, it's our one chance a year to party and mingle. Isn't that right, Orochi? The best day of the year. And then shit Lord talks, but I want to focus on Black Maria for a little bit. Like, what the fuck?
Let's not pretend, like, no matter our, like, alienation, I feel like a lot of us can agree that being cuddled by the 70 bajillion foot goddess that is Black Maria would be a good thing. But, like, with Kaido, to me, it's like, it feels so weird.
Boy, like, don't you have a son?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to think about Kaido fucking. Why?
Black
Oda?
Hey, kid, I'm your new mom.
Smoking from her opium pipe.
Yeah. But you're the same age as me.
Yes.
Fucking dude, yeah, because Kaido's fucking old as dirt. So it's like, I don't know how old Black Maria is, but
I'm well, like, the scenario that you've put into play now is very, like, it's wild because, like, I don't know about you, but I think Yamato's gonna be like a normal sized human being.
Yeah.
So
I think so too.
To have Black Maria possibly also his age, but like 70 bajillion feet macking on his dad, that's weird.
That's weird. And don't get me wrong, like,
if you enjoy that, that's your prerogative. Yeah.
I'm all for 70 bajillion foot tall Black Maria being my stepmom. But this is Kaido we're talking about.
What's her plan? Does she have it?
Yeah. So I searched and I could not find any clues other than she's close to Kaido, but people are just throwing out like, oh my god, like, she's CP0 because she's so close to Kaido. I'm like,
that's bonkers. That's like out of nowhere.
Yeah, if there's more information or like more hints, I'd be down.
But, like, we can all say things in reaction to this.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. I think it's because people drew similarities to Stussy. Because when she was introduced, she was also the head of the underground, like, pleasure market or some shit like that.
Oh, was she?
Like, yeah, she was like the pleasure district owner or something in the underground.
Okay, so there is a thread.
That's all we knew about her, and then it was like revealed that she was CP0. So people see that Black Maria has the pleasure house in Wano, and they're like, "Oh, CP0," and I'm like, it's
a reach.
I'm not one to make like, oh, Sanji's hair is also yellow. Oh, he's Super Saiyan. Like, it's
right.
You can't take just a basic like character trait and then like make a wild accusation. I'd be down for it, but
yeah, like
I'm not ready to fully commit to it just yet. Just the connection based on,
yeah, it was just straight up like sexy woman. Oh,
yeah.
See, what I think is like a lot more likely is Black Maria is trying to move up the ranks in her own way by just sucking up and sucking Kaido's big toe.
Yeah, dude.
You know, instead of like playing fetch for his like ingrate son, she's just like, you know, she's not trying to be like second in command. She's trying to be the stepmom who comes in and then like takes over the whole monopoly. Takes over the business and then becomes what's it called? A Black Widow all of a sudden.
Yeah,
that's the vibe that I feel.
Mom. Like that's literally her character right now.
Yeah. But like I said, we can all just say shit.
Yeah. I'm about it. If that's what she's going for, like trying to circumvent this whole shit by getting on like I like this cuz from what we saw of all the Tobiropo, like okay, well Drake is excluded because you know, he's
Sword.
He's part of Sword. He has his own agenda. Ulti and Pepe, they seem kind of like whatever. Like
they're
she doesn't. It doesn't seem like she really wants to be involved with any of this. And Pepe's just kind of going along with it. The only ones who like really care about this that are going on the hunt for his son are like Sasaki and Who's Who. And I feel like Black Maria is probably like, well, fuck all this. Like, I'm not even gonna go against them in this stupid shit. Like, I'm just gonna go straight to the man himself. Like, fuck it. Like, if I'm on his good side, who gives a like? That's even better.
Yeah, he makes the rules. So,
yeah.
Damn, it like
the
big brain plays.
Yeah, but yeah, like,
they're getting high off their own supply.
Yeah,
they're drinking up a storm. What have you put off?
I was just gonna say I put it off long enough talking about this shit bag that I see in the panel. Go ahead.
So yeah, poo poo pee pee caca over here is excited because the Kozuki clan is gone now, and he's like already like 70 drinks in, probably like 3. He seems like a lightweight, and he's getting excited because like soon Scoundrel will arrive, fulfilling his 20-year-long role as a spy. He should be with the captains of the battleship that sank the Akazaya Samurai under the waves. And Kaido's just like, oh damn, I didn't know he was a spy. Could have killed him. Too bad.
Yeah.
If a man who was so utterly trusted that claims that Odin never told him anything, then it would seem that he gave no hints to his samurai about getting to Laugh Tale. So, does Kaido actually give a shit about getting to Laugh Tale?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it had been, like, I guess, theorized in the community. I saw a lot of people saying, like, he wants information on Laugh Tale. But it was never, like, explicitly stated until, like, right now.
It's kind of, like, we know Mom's motivation. She just wants to have her whole, like, weird, not eugenicist state.
Yeah.
And whatnot. She just happens to have a road poneglyph, was it?
Yeah, the red ones.
Yeah. She just happened to have one. So I wonder how different it will feel to have a emperor who has drive to like get to Laugh Tale.
Yeah. It's fucking wild, dude.
Spooky.
Spooky to think about. But after the spooks, we immediately get like, who are you? And Kanjiro. Mind you, okay. You mentioned this, and I noticed it. I'm gonna have to go back because he was not this big before.
If you go back to Punk, no, Dressrosa, because he didn't show up in Punk Hazard.
I mean, him and Kanjiro are big, but I need a panel of him with Momonosuke, like on Zo or something.
So the Wano Samurai are like canon, like 8 feet tall or something.
Yeah,
we know that they're big, but like we've also had like comparisons of like the samurai with Momonosuke, and like Momonosuke is not that small. So Oda does this a lot where like he'll randomly like wackily like kind of just like make characters big.
Yeah,
and like the proportions will change. And like it's a bit of a technique to be like he's big and evil kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't really. It's what's the best way to put it? It's inconsistent in a very consistent way, if that's the
Right.
best way to put it. Like, he'll do it at times to, like, emphasize a character, as such with this. But, like, if they're in a fight or if they're in any sort of, like, extended scene, whatever size they start as, like, they'll usually finish that scene as that size, like, in every panel.
Yeah, but this time we get Conjuro over here picking up Momonosuke like he's a basketball, like LeBron James came over and said, "Oh man, did you drop this?" And like the basketball's the size of the palm of his hand, because we have real life giants in the human world, and what they do to a basketball is very frightening. to me, a person who like, I'm not that tall. I can't do that to a basketball. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Damn, Momonosuke's he's got it rough. Like, not to mention he's been beat up too.
Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, this is so fucked up. So it's like, oh, there you are, Conjuro. And then he's like, stop it, fools. This is Orochi's man. And Conjuro's like, it has been a very long time since we last met, Lord Orochi. The mansion is so large, I got a bit lost. Everyone who took me for an enemy and attacked met an untimely end by my weapon. My apologies. And it's like, bro, he just fucking killed, like, all these people. But he brings Momonosuke to Orochi. And I like this panel. He says, as you requested, it's Kozuki Momonosuke, the son of Odin. And Momonosuke's beat to shit. And you just see Kaido's face with like an ellipses. And he looks like pissed. And it says he cut his ropes and attempted to escape along the way. So I had to pacify him. Don't worry, the boy still breathes. And like this whole scene where they're looking at Momonosuke, he's like, you did that to the heir of the Kozuki, the clan that was your so-called patron, a man without blood in his veins. And he's like, now that my role is over, he is merely some child to me. But then you get Kaido, he's like, I'm stunned. I do remember you. You're one of the Akazaya 9. And I remember you very well talking to Momonosuke. And he says, you look exactly the way you did when I was disappointed in you as the son of Odin. It's like, dude, what the fuck?
Dude, Conjuro just throws him on the floor, just like he's nothing but a little brat. A brat entirely unfit for the greatness of his name. And like, Black Marie, like, again, 70 bajillion feet, like, she picks him up. Momonosuke's literally like in the palm of her hand. Like, we were speaking slightly, like, hyperbolically about, like, Conjuro, but, like, literally, like, a fucking insect in Black Maria's hand.
I mean, this panel, you could see a normal-sized woman has a giant sake bottle for her and Kaido. Like, the bottle is taller than her.
And Black Maria's just like, oh, the poor little boy, you've beaten him bloody. Which, like...
Stepmommy to mommy real fast.
I don't know if she's being like facetious about it. Like, I don't know if she's being poor little boy, or if she's like being like somewhat genuine. It's like, damn, this is a fucking kid. You did that?
Yeah. Part of me thinks she's kind of being for real, because there's a panel later where he like snatches her from his hands, and the look on her face is like, oh fuck, like like what the fuck. But either way, oh, this fucking guy. Well done, my good man. Let us raise a toast to Conjuro. And Conjuro's like, no, Lord Orochi. And he's like, you failed to stop their operation? But that was your information. And Conjuro, like, oh, I'm sorry, my lord. I've been around Kinemon for many years, but I've never known him to be so thorough. This is... The gift that keeps giving. Like, I fucking love it. Everybody in the fucking One Piece universe thinks that Kinemon is a fucking, like...
the wrinkliest brain.
Like, checkmate in 2 turns genius. And it's literally like, he fucking misread the plan and it was like, oh, fuck.
Like, I truly love, like, and, you know, this really, like, on one hand, it really, like, points to the fact that, like, Oda's really good about, like, bringing some of the humor into the, like, darker situations, but also, like, how Oda just doesn't stop with a joke for a bit, and, like, we'll, like, forget, as an audience we'll forget, because it goes up by week and whatever, but, like, he'll just, like, like mention it. It's like like you ever had a sleepover with your friends and you're like someone said some shit like dumb, like banana. Whose banana is that? And then everyone's trying to fall asleep.
You got the giggles?
They got the giggles, and someone's like, whose banana is that? And then everyone just cracks up and whatever. That's Oda. He's a... love him for it.
Oda has the power to conjure that energy, like, at will, and I fucking love it. But, Orochi is like, oh, so they're coming here to Onigashima? And he's all, like, freaking out. And our guy... Our ninja man on the inside, fucking Kiadi Mundi, swoops down from the ceiling. And he's like, there is no reason yet to fear Shogun Orochi. He's like, Fukurakuju. Or, sorry, Kiadi Mundi, that's a slave name. Fukurakuju. You can't refer to him as that. That's the forbidden name.
Not on this podcast.
Yeah. There's not a single ship to be seen at the dock. So it's like they still don't really know because remember Kinemon and all them were like, yeah, like
sink the ships.
Yeah. Literally, they were like, it's skate or die, dude. Yeah, they're skate or you die. And they sunk their own ships. They're like, if we either leave this island victorious or dead. So they still don't know that they're on. There's like, oh, no reason to fear. Like, not a single ship is seen at the dock. But the trio of battleships we sent have not yet returned, and 4 pirates have been sighted on the performance floor outside. Straw Hat Luffy, Zolo, Eustace Captain Kidd, and Murder Machine Killer. And I love his, like, the faces they have in his mind. Like, they all have, like...
demon faces or whatever.
Yeah. The best way I could describe it is like their eyes look like freaking like the symbiote eyes, like the little like white like
yeah, they got venom faces.
Yeah, I especially love Killer, who wears a mask yet his face is even showing through the mask. Like
10 out of 10. Good touch, Oda. We love you.
Best. He's like, it's quite likely that all the members of these pirate crews have already disembarked on the island.
And dumbass pee pee poo poo is like, why didn't you report that? And you know what? As much as we hate him, he's kind of right. Why didn't they?
Yeah. For once, I agree with pee pee poo poo caca. It's like, dude, yeah. Like, wait, that makes sense. Kiadi Mundi.
He gives like a whole, it was like, oh, Master Queen was handling the situation. I thought better not to disturb the feast. There was no witnesses of reports of suspicious samurai around. So like, I get it because like Orochi is focused on the samurai, not so much the pirates. The pirates give him a bit of anxiety because he knows there was like that like alliance, but I guess I see both their points. But also, like 4 pirates randomly showing up pretty high bounties?
Yeah. If you're on the island, literally 4 of the worst generation show up, and you're just like, yeah, no, that's fine. Like that's some what's it called? That's some like top tier
smooth brain.
Yeah, top tier smooth brain. That's some top tier neglect. That's the same shit that That's the fucking downfall of the Big Mom pirates. Fucking.
Inside his whole head, it no wrinkles at all. Just a tube of brain meat, smooth the whole way up. It's like a can of like Spam that you open up and it retains the form. Smooth,
smooth. Just a hot dog wiener of brain. Jesus, bro. But yeah, this part is so... I crack up at this part because fuck him, but then I get pissed with what happens after. So, Kaido's like, yeah, that's right, drink up Orochi. And Black Mirror's like, let me pour, my lord. And she pours, and this man is fucking shaking like a little bitch. And he's like, no, I don't want to hear reassurances and platitudes. I want to report that the samurai are good and dead. And so I'm sitting here laughing. I'm like, aha, dumb motherfucker. Like, get shook, bitch. I'm out here reveling in this. And then we get Momonosuke on the floor like, oh, Luffy's here on the island, but not everybody else. No ships. Kinemon, is everyone else all right? But then immediately the shitbag, Pupu Kaka Pipi, is, give me Momonosuke, Black Red. He, like, snatches Momonosuke. He's like, that's right. I mustn't forget this is the enemy's leader. Arrange a crucifixion stand on the stage. I will kill the last surviving Kozuki here and bring their history to its miserable end. And then this whole ordeal is behind me. Dude. I fucking hate this piece of shit,
what
bro.
the fuck? Like
Literally about to crucify a 9-year-old, bro.
On one hand, Cham's on our Discord coming from downtown with the slam dunk joke. Momonosuke D. Christ. Orochi is trying to crucify the son of Odin.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, this kid's like, 9.
He's fucking like 9 years old, bro. Like,
and he's like gripping him like a fucking Capri Sun. And he's just like, this is the enemy. Like, dude,
oh my God.
What's your damage? We know because we saw the flashbacks, but what's your fucking damage?
Dude, he's a pussy bitch. I fucking hate Kakapupu Pee, bro.
We're fucking.
He's the worst.
Oda wastes no ink on him.
Okay, so he's definitely not gonna get fucking killed, but I'm interested to see how this plays out. Because part of me is like, if there is a death, maybe somebody's gonna like, maybe one of the samurai will step in and get killed instead of Momonosuke. Like they'll block whatever's about to kill Momonosuke. I also saw somebody, because they said, okay, well, I mean, you know, they're not the same, like morality wise, but they were saying that like when Doflamingo was strung up, he unlocked Conquering Kings Hockey, and they're like, maybe, because we know that Odin had Conquering Kings, and we know that Momonosuke can hear the voice of all things and communicate to Zunisha. And it's kind of been brought up that, like, I think a main storyline with Kaido and Momonosuke is, like, at some point, it's being set up that, like, Momonosuke will prove himself to Kaido.
Yeah.
And so I think, like, unlocking Conquering Kings and, like, becoming the, like, coming into the sort of leadership role that Odin was, will kind of make Kaido like respect him in a weird way.
Yeah.
So I think that might be what's be setting up. I saw some people say like, oh well, like when he's crucified, maybe instead of Conquering Kings, he's gonna fucking summon Zunisha, like, you know, because he's gonna be screaming for help. And it's like, oh shit, like I mean, if that would happen, but I don't even want to think about that. like
I think that's pretty like, that's like very like. To me personally, that's a little crack theory.
Yeah.
But if that were to happen, I'd be the first one there being like, this shit is sick.
Yeah. But I think it's really like, I don't know if somebody dies or not. I mean, like, if somebody dies in his place to save Momonosuke, I can see that. I don't know who.
Luffy dies.
Luffy dies, yeah. But also, like, fucking, okay, depending on when they get there, but, like, Law is gonna be there.
Oh, switcheroo,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. Fucking switcheroo, bro.
And now that you bring it up, it really sucks that Law wasn't there for Yasuie's crucifixion.
Yeah, I think he was still in prison at the time. I think he wasn't he captured?
He was.
By Hawkins?
He was. That,
yeah.
I totally hadn't considered that. Oda did that, so like no one would have been like, oh, Law could have just like, Law could have just done it. Like Oda said, fuck you guys, Law's in prison.
Yeah, fuck you guys. I thought about that from like a mile away. What's from Black Dynamite? There's a scene where oh my god, like some guy runs into the room like he's running away from Black Dynamite, and he has like a suitcase, and then something comes in through the window and hits the guy in the arm, and he drops the suitcase, and Black Dynamite jumps into the room and he's like, ha, I threw that shit before I came in the room. That's literally Oda. Like, yeah, I fucking thought of that shit, bro. Like, don't like.
He's got us. We're just. It's his world. We're just living in it.
Yeah, but yeah, we go into the fucking the little submarine, the yellow submarine,
Dude.
and
It's good.
yeah, the Arashi, the Odie, is talking to Garfield. And he's like, wait, you're late. Did you just get here? He's like, yeah, we climbed up the falls. Do you have any idea what date and time it is? And he's like, the night of the fire festival, the big battle, just in time for the action, right? He's like, that will depend on you guys. Like, we're already heading to the northmost point of Onigashima. And then Garfield's like, see ya, gotcha. Or like, gotcha, see you there. And he's like, no, don't hang up. Like,
dude, and then, like, it's touching because, like, a lot of them are there. It's not just Odie. Kawamatsu's like, oh, sounds like he hasn't changed. I just hope he arrives in time. Ka-pa-pa-pa-pa. And Kiku,
so
light of our life. The best thing that's ever happened to me personally and to you personally. That's right. I'm asserting myself. She's the best thing that's ever happened to you.
I love her so much.
Dude, glowing. Actually glowing, the queen. I suppose Kitty must have grown up just like Doggy has.
I think back to when she was younger and she's like, I can't find Kitty or Doggy anywhere when they snuck onto Goldie Roger's ship. Or to Whitebeard's ship. Someone, who cares? They snuck onto a ship. You get what I'm saying. But, so cute. I love her.
Amazing. God bless.
And, like, Law says so. He's like, because of the twisting currents, a typical ship can only approach the island from the entrance. He's like, let's hope Kinemon and Denjiro have made their way around to the rear as planned. I wish for us all to be there so we could fulfill Lord Odin's desire together. Just please be safe until then, Lord Momonosuke. And,
we get a little inside onto, Garfield's ship.
Yeah.
And a little pipe up of like, oh, everybody sounds good to me. They're in the middle of the raid. So they call that separate little island Onigashima. This little back and forth. Yeah, it's Garfield and Pineapple Daddy Marco.
Hell yes. I will say, first off, I want to bring up, he says, so they call that separate little island Onigashima now? Like now? So what was it called before?
Right? That's...
Yeah, interesting. That implies that before Kaido, it was something before. Like,
I mean, an island with like a huge skull on it that has horns. Like, I don't know how you don't call it Onigashima.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see what it was before.
Yeah. And oh man. All right. So let me talk about this shit for a second, because I have only minor issues that can be explained away with this. So okay, the whole note thing with Marco to me is just kind of like, just feels kind of like thrown away.
A bit.
It feels very like Oda probably had a plan and then he like changed his mind.
Maybe.
But in the canon of the story, like the way it plays out, it makes sense because, all right, this isn't the explicit reason, but I think this might be why. Because he's like, go figure that we'd show up at the same time. What was the point of me asking you to send a message to Straw Hat Luffy then? So it implies that, you know, we get the message later. Garfield's like, oh yeah, I guess we don't need this. And he throws it out to sea. And you see the note and it says, I might be late, but I'll be there, Marco. So like that was the original message. So he made it seem like he wasn't going to be there. But my only issue was like, if, you know, I mean, I guess I might be reading too much into it, but it felt like he wasn't going to be there, but he had like a more important message for Luffy. But it kind of makes sense that he's there because if it was like an important message, I feel like it would be, one, it would be better to come from Marco's mouth himself to Luffy. And two, I think the reason why Marco stayed behind was because, remember, he mentioned Edward Weevil by name, saying that like he had to, like he was searching for the Whitebeard pirates, and he was watching over Whitebeard's home island, and he was like, oh, I have to protect this place like it's the last thing Dad left behind. I think Marco like found out that the Shichibukai system got abolished and was literally like, oh, I don't have to worry about Edward Weevil anymore because like they're all getting rounded up by the Navy. All right, I can go to Wano now. And that's it's implied in this, like figured we'd show up at the same time. It's implied that he just met up with Garfield like on his ship like as they were reaching the waterfall. Like
yeah, like there's a lot about this where like I can see why people are a little disappointed in this, but
yeah,
I'm in the camp of like this is really funny.
Yeah.
Cuz like, you know, where we stand right now in One Piece, we're like, big hat, what does it mean? Whatever. Like, and like next year we're going to find out what big hat is, and maybe we're like a little like, I'm not saying we're going to be butthurt, but like theoretically, hypothetically, what if we were butthurt? 2 years after that, it'd be really funny that we were butthurt about a big hat. So like it's been a long time since the whole premise of like Marco's letter was like prevalent. Like in us real people time, it probably was closer towards a year.
Yeah.
And it's really funny for it to just be like, I'm going there too.
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, I just can't stop thinking of I mean, we brought it up when we saw Marco last episode, but the fucking a Middle Eastern fan of ours was like, Wano is coming, or
Marco is
coming to Wano. It's like he tweeted that at us, and I was like, please no, like stop this trolling immediately on me. And then he just replied with like smiley faces, and here I am, my own foot in my mouth, and I'm like, oh man, like I humbly admit defeat.
We're the dumbasses. Yeah, clearly.
But oh dude, it's fucking good. I like that Marco's like here now, and somebody else had brought up like, okay, there's a part, the bottom panel, that says, I'm surprised you got involved, Marco. And he says, look, I love Odin, but word from Wano doesn't travel out of the country. I never thought things had gotten this bad. Then let's hurry. I got a genius plan in mind. And everyone's like, huh? But the person who's talking, people have been like, who is that? And I really think it's Izo, but he has like a new character design that Oda wants to show off in like grand fashion.
Dude, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, because people are like freaking out, like, "Oh, who is this?" And I've seen people be like, "Oh my god, it's Shiki," or like, "What's his face?" because of the stripes. And I'm like, nah, I really think it's Izo, and Izo just has a brand new like character design. I mean, it's been 2 years since we've seen him.
True.
Like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Man. We come back towards Onigashima with Denjiro Squad. They're the southern forces going off towards the left side of the island. And he's just getting buddy-buddy with Sasaki. He's like, Kyoshiro, what gives? I heard you weren't coming this year. And he's like, oh, I kept it a secret. And then Sasaki's like, what happened to your pompadour? And then
I took it off like a sock.
And then, like, he was like, oh, I wouldn't expect you to be out of the feast either. And so Sasaki explains about, like, Yamato gone missing and how everyone's, like, rounding him up. The way he says it's funny, like, got all the boys looking for him. Yeah. And, like, Kyoshiro's like, there's a little Oda boxing, like, here too, a gate not found on the mansion plans blocked the way, but it was an easy obstacle for Kyoshiro the Yakuza to slip past. And then Kyoshiro just shackles Sasaki, and Sasaki's like, what? What are you doing? And Kyoshiro's like, gag him too. And then takes off his shirt to have like a Yakuza style back tattoo of the Kozuki clan symbol. And that's not what I want to talk about.
Yes, that's not the most important part of this panel, obviously. Like,
I want to talk about
small brain.
The fact that his neck is the size of the Eiffel Tower.
His traps, dude, his traps and his neck. Okay, look, listeners, if you're brand new, if you joined us in the Wano arc, welcome. We love to have you. I would recommend going back to some of the Whole Cake Island episodes and just find every time we talk about the triplets, we talk about
Oven, Katakuri, Daifuku.
Oven, Katakuri, Daifuku. Their traps are fucking ridiculous. And I just, like, God, Oda loves him some fucking powerful traps, bro.
But see, this isn't just traps. It's long with the traps.
It's the whole damn neck, this one. Like, the traps were powerful, right? This is the whole fucking neck, bro. Like, now I want a scene where someone tries to cut Kyoshiro's head off and the neck stops the blade.
The neck forms a hand that stops the blade and crushes it.
Yeah, now I can't stop thinking about armament hockey on his neck. Like, I can't look at this panel and give it a serious thought.
Anything. Yeah.
Like, I can't look at the panel and be like, oh yeah, like, you know, the Kozuki tattoo. Fuck the tattoo. His neck is outrageous. You know, I'm not one for power scaling, and power scaling dictating, you know, the outcome of the story. But if I were to power scale and judge the outcome of the story based on my stupid power scale, like, Kyoshiro's the strongest fucking character in One Piece as far as I'm concerned, bro. Like,
dude, it's fucking wild. Like, okay, one of the Topirobo is out of the way because of him. Like, now his big brain plan, there's gonna be an assault team and a dome infiltration team. None of that matters. None of the rest there's gonna be 10 more minutes after this of the episode. None of that shit matters. The neck, we have not talked about like 4 more pages. That doesn't matter. It matters a little bit.
It matters a little bit, but
the neck,
the neck, bro. Oh my god, the neck, dude. The like neck fifth emperor. Like come on, like, you
know the song "My Neck," like my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack. There's no my back to that. His neck is his back.
My neck, my
tattoo, my ass,
dude. Jesus Christ, bro. Okay, last thing before we move on, his fucking line. I just want to edit the text to be like, do you know much about neck workouts, Sasaki? And Sasaki's
like, that's gonna be the.
Do you know much about neck jeans in Wano, Sasaki? And it's like, oh fuck.
That's gonna be your thumbnail for this week.
Oh, for sure. You bet your ass it is. But yeah, another thing real quick. I saw people there were some people complaining, oh my god, Sasaki got taken out like real quick. Like, bro, come on. Your small brain, if you think Sasaki's just done like that, obviously he's gonna
for sure
break out. Like, come on.
It'd be a little funny though.
If you're mad, if you're mad at this, then you should also be mad at what happens at the very end of the chapter. But I saw a lot of people weren't mad at that, so I'm just gonna leave that there. But we get the Eastern Forces, Team Kinemon, and we get a giant explosion. And I love that Chopper, like we stated before, Chopper and Usopp immediately just fucking tried to kill Big Mom with the cannon. Immediately, fuck, she gotta die, bro. She's gotta die. Fuck it.
Swing on sight, dude. SOS.
Yeah, and fucking Big Mom chasing after them. Hand over your captain to me right now, Straw Hat Crew frothing at the mouth. And Brachiotank in full reverse.
Dude, and like, remember how we like brought up last week? We're like, bro, Kinemon just dove in and he has a fruit power. Someone's like yanking him out of the water.
He's like wheezing too. He's like, deflated terror, but made sure to do so in the opposite direction. like
fucking dumbass.
We are in your debt, Search Usopp and Chopper. Now is the time. Let us move forward. As if they did that like on fucking purpose. I wanna ad, as if like Kinemon's saying this as if they they made sure to go the opposite direction.
How noble, how great.
Those motherfuckers threw it in reverse, screaming, and just fucking full throttle. Like,
dude, same energy as like saying thank you, Scooby-Doo, for saving the day.
Yeah. Like, oh my goodness. But Kinemon is, after getting pulled out of the water, just fucking running forward. And I love Nami's team. This part is interesting to me.
Dude, Nami and Carrot like peeking over, and then if you notice behind them, Shinobu's head.
All you see is like Shinobu's like blushing cheeks and like her ear, and it's like Usopp, Chopper, I hope they're okay, and then Chobro. And then, oh well, that's it. That was Big Mom. Exactly. What are we supposed to do? And then you see, I found you. And Nami's like, and her fucking Climatact is vibrating. It's Zeus vibrating inside the Climatact because he's reacting to Prometheus. It's the woman who kidnapped Zeus, mama. You see all of them like, oh my god.
Dude, everyone's hype for this encounter. Like, it would have been like Brook versus Big Mom was crazy. Chopper willing to take himself down for Big Mom was absolutely crazy. But I will admit, like, seeing Nami versus like whole ass Big Mom, that would have been like a lot. There was a lot to unpack just right there.
Like, seeing Nami take control of Zeus the way she did makes sense.
Yeah.
I would like, so like, okay, everyone's like, oh, like, is Nami gonna somehow at some point like fight Big Mom? Yes, but first I would like to see Nami versus Prometheus, because I want to see
take him.
Yes, I want to see her Pokeball capture Prometheus as well, because she was able to capture Zeus, and Zeus is like, you know, dopey, and she like fucking. But when you beat them, they turn small, and that's when she was able to like threaten Zeus's life. Like, oh, you're gonna join me, aren't you? Like, something terrible will happen if you don't, right? You're gonna be my slave, right? So I want to see that scene play out again with Prometheus. Cherry on top would be if Prometheus talks to Zeus and tries to like, Zeus, like, come on, man, like, talk some sense into her. And Zeus is like, there's no point, man.
I said simp for life. I'm here simping for life.
I'm a tier 3, bro. There's no point. Like,
god damn, man. Speaking of tier 3 subs, we're inside Kaido's castle, and we get, you can do it, pay, you can do it, pay, you can. I'm tired. And then like page 1, don't tag along with me, search somewhere else. And Ulti, bless her soul, are you telling me what to do?
Yeah, are you telling me what to do? Oh my stars, I just can't go on. Pepe, I'm ever so tired. That's not my problem. Stop running then. And then immediately lunge on him. You're supposed to offer to carry me.
Grabbing onto his neck and everything.
Don't drag me down. And the last panel, I love this panel. Like, you see them fall down the stairs. Luffy right there, little small in that panel. Is that Ulti in page 1? Luffy turns around. Page 1 on the floor, mind you, face down. Ulti staring at him. And I love this panel. Like, this final, who the hell are you, from Ulti? And Luffy, without skipping a beat, like, no, who are you?
Dude, like, this is, so oftentimes, like, the chapter titles will be like we won't be like clear on like what it is, or like what it'll like take a bit or whatever, but like this is Scoundrel versus Scoundrel.
Yeah,
I'm like here for it.
You read the title and you see, okay, like Scoundrel meets Scoundrel. You go through the chapter and you're like, okay, maybe it's you know, Kanjiro and Orochi meeting. Or you go even
first
further.
time in 20 years, you know.
maybe it's Marco and Nekomamushi meeting up again. Oh, maybe it's Sasaki and Denjiro. Oh, maybe it's like, Big Mom and all these guys. No. When you get to the end, you fully realize, oh, like, this is what it is. It's fucking perfect, dude. I love Page 1 and Ulti. Like, I love their character dynamic. Especially because we've seen Page 1. So, like, it's funny to see him acting, like, goofy like this, but we've seen him when he fought Sanji. Like, he's fucking cold-blooded. Like, he's fucking savage. So I can't wait to see how Ulti is in her zone form. Because I always think back and remember that carnivorous zones are canonically, like, more, their personality changes the most. They're the most aggressive when they transform. And I'd like to see how I would like to see what her fruit is, and then how she sort of becomes in her zone form.
Dude, I hope she gets like a really cool ass dinosaur.
Yeah. I've seen somebody. Well, I saw somebody again. It's like I'm not mad at it. It's just like, guys, like, we need a little more to go off of. They're like, oh, Ulti like jumped onto Page 1. Like, velociraptors also jump on their prey. She's a velociraptor zone. And I'm like, all right, like, I think about that and that'd be cool, but like, guys, can we
I see what you're saying,
like,
but like, she's
like,
being cute. Look, okay. I'll put it down.
I'm not gonna fault the theory, All right, everyone's entitled to their theory, but when I see these theories like presented as like damn near fact, and they're going off one thing, and the one thing they're going off of is a gag, it's like, oh God, guys, come on.
It's like, please, y'all have never been to an anime convention at all. From the year, like, 2003 to the year 2012? Like,
was it glomp?
Listeners, do you know what glomping is?
Yeah. Holy shit, I can't believe in 2020, Oda was like, yo, I'm 982 chapters into this bullshit. Y'all know what glomping is?
I hate that word came out of my mouth this year. Like,
yeah.
It feels very like... What am I doing, John?
Yeah, what are we doing, dude? I have no idea. I got nothing else. Good. I thought it was a good chapter. I've seen some people like, oh, the pacing was like bad in this chapter. I didn't think so at all. Thought it was a pretty serviceable chapter. It was good.
Could be worse. I mean, like, Dressrosa was pretty like switch.
Yeah.
So it's
it could have been some of the chapters in Dressrosa, which is Dressrosa's like one of my favorite arcs. So if even I'm saying that should tell you something.
Yeah, like this is kind of just par for the course.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many moving parts that like I think switching around as much as we did in this chapter is like not even that bad.
It wasn't that many switches too. We focused
a
lot on Kaido and Orochi.
Yeah. And then we got, like, some cute shit with Law and all them, and, like, some catching up with Marco. And then we just saw where everyone, like, little one update each on each team of the infiltration that's already on the island, which is like, all right. Again, already better than a Dressrosa chapter where we would have gotten, like, one update from one team and then, like, another tease to the Law flashback for, like, the 5th time. I remember that shit. We got, like, 5 chapters, like, months apart of, like, the same shot of Law as a kid with grenades around his neck. Like, I want to destroy everything. And we didn't get the flashback until, like, a year later.
Yeah. Like...
So...
editors are doing a good job collaborating with Oda and like figuring a lot of things out.
Yeah, it's some good stuff. We're also not on break next week, so
I forgot to check again. Are you checking?
Oh, we are not on break. It says the next chapter hits June 21st, which is next Sunday.
Right. Yeah.
So hell yes, I'm about it. I'm hype. I feel like I haven't had a crack theory in a while. And
I don't think you haven't. And
I
like
need to start pulling my weight.
So I mean, it's good because I'm in a position where, like, my tank's gone dry. So the only thing I had in my brain was a joke that I told Adri, like, an hour ago, where I was like, I don't know this John guy, but, like, why are you referring to him last name first? Parmesan.
No, I got a crack theory. I got one.
All right. So I'll play you out.
Sign us out, and then we're fucking...
That'll be it for us this week. We'll be back next week with 983? Question mark, as usual.
Yeah, 983.
In the meantime, join our conversation. Enter gauge with us. Buzzwords. We have our Twitter at Paramecia Cast. We are Paramecia Fancast. Literally anywhere else, as far as we understand. We don't have a TikTok. We're not that hip.
Mm-hmm.
So think around that. You know what kind of social media we have. You can join our Discord, join the conversation, enter gauge, like, subscribe, smash that like button. Speaking of, we do have a YouTube. You can go there, and if you want to show a friend, YouTube links help more than some sketchy website like our Libsyn, where our episodes will go up and then within the hour be sent to all your podcatchers: Apple Play, Google Podcasts, Spot-a-Stitch, all of those. Whatever.
All of them.
I only intentionally messed up the last one, So we're available everywhere. You can enter gauge with us, and especially, like, Discord's, like, the best place to, like, talk with us, talk with, like-minded people. Like, I feel we're building a very, like, nice community. I don't like a lot of, like, some of the One Piece online community. Some people can be pretty hostile just about, like, general One Piece opinions. And so, like, on our Discord, we're just pretty chill.
What I could say is our Discord, if you have a difference of opinion on a chapter like this, like, everyone's pretty sick.
Yeah.
And, like, nobody is... I've never once had somebody be like, I didn't like this chapter, and people have been like, you're fucking dumb. Everyone's like, really? Like, why? And then they state their case, and it's like, oh, I didn't see it that way. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I still like it,
then...
but I understand. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Our community on Discord's really good.
It's the meme of, like, those buff people, like, typing on their, like, computers. Every single person on our Discord has been like that so far, and it's been so great to have a very, like, nice community, an accepting community, and whatnot. I believe that's the end of the plugs. Like I said, bringing the bummer back super real quick. If you can, please donate. Don't stop donating to Black organizations, but if you have the resources, try to find intersectional organizations, meaning that they are organizations for Black trans people who basically got a double down on a lot of things. Yeah. So it's a rough time. So if you can, find local organizations like that, and it truly, like, a little goes a long way.
Yeah.
Now, the jokes. Parmesan, please. The stage is yours.
So in chapter 982, we got introduced to the strongest character, even stronger than Kaido, Kyoshiro's neck. But Oda also kept Izo intentionally covered and shaded. Small brains, smooth brains would think this is because he has a new design, but big brains, such as myself, know that this is to hide the reveal of the next hero of the war, Izo's calves.
Are you claiming that all of the Akazaya are, like, Megazords when it comes to, like, their body parts?
Yes, that is exactly what I am implying. They're going to combine to create a super being.
Hell yeah! Golden Adonis, here we are.